So we'll begin. I don't know, some people are coming in, I think, but anyway. All right, so we'll begin. So everybody's ready? We're standing today. So as you know, we want to stand in mountain pose. So look down at your feet. Pick up your toes and spread them and press them down into the mat. And then lift the heels up and press the heels down. So make sure that the weight of your body is even over the four corners of your feet. And then bring your attention to the kneecaps. You want to draw the kneecaps up a bit. Suck the thigh muscles into the thigh bone, just pull them in there. And then we come up to the pelvic floor muscles now, back and front, just knit them up lightly, just very lightly, and pull them in a bit. Then we reach for the sternum and pick that sternum up. And you lift that sternum, notice the shoulder blades cascading down your back. And then of course the tailbone is straight down. So we don't want to tuck it or we don't want to lift it up. So this is the foundation for your standing posture, the mountain Tadasana. All right? Fingers are pointing down to your mat. So remember, this is a class today that we're not going to put any pressure on any part of the body, especially the hands and the shoulder issues, if you have them, knee issues, be careful, neck, whatever. All right, so once again, I'm going to go through the body in mountain pose. So close your eyes. If it feels not so great for you to close your eyes, you might be a little wobbly or something, then please open them back. But if you can, just softly close your eyes. Point your fingers, draw those fingers down towards the mat and just relax your shoulders. And I'm going to go through this again with you. So you're pressing all four corners of your feet into your mat. Stand nice and even. And then you're going to draw your kneecaps up. Pull the thigh muscles back to the thigh bone. Slightly knit your bathroom muscles back and front and pull them up a bit. And then lift up your sternum. We'll lift mine up a little bit more. Lift up that sternum, relax your shoulders. I invite you to bring a soft smile to your face. What a beautiful day today has been. The many blessings that we do have. Just giving thanks. Giving thanks that you brought yourself to your mat today to do all of this for yourself. And now we're going to connect to the breath. So begin to inhale through the nostrils. Feel the air coming in through the tips of the nostrils, trickling down the back of your throat, dropping down into your lungs. So when you start to fill your lungs up now, feel the rib cage expanding and the chest lifting. And when you exhale, exhale from the top, back to the rib cage and all the way down to behind that belly button. You want to make sure that you're squeezing all that stale air that sits at the bottom of the lungs. So make sure that you're squeezing that air out before you take that new breath. So it's like one continuous ribbon of breath. The inhale into the exhale and the exhale into the inhale. Practice your Ujjayi breath. That's the one with the sound coming from the back of the throat. And this is the breath that we're going to maintain for the entire class today. Okay, so slowly open your eyes. You want to blink fast. Squeeze up your face nice and tight, make a grimace. Relax your face and then circle your eyes as if you're going around a clock. Circle twice in one direction and then twice in the other direction. Good. Take a nice big deep breath in and just sigh it out and drop your chin to your chest softly. Tip the right ear over to the right shoulder, pressing that left shoulder down. Drop your chin to your chest and the left ear goes to the left shoulder now. As you pull that right shoulder down a little bit more, One more like this, chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Standing nice and firm on your mat. Grounding yourself. Exhale, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And chin to chest, bring the head back up to center. Good. I'm going to turn to face the camera. We're going to do some little exercises for our hands. So, first of all, take your arms out in front. Pull the shoulders down behind you and just try and relax your arms a bit. We're not pressing them out there. No tension anywhere. Just breathe those arms out there. Remember you're in mountain pose, standing nice and firm on your mat, using your breath. So we're going to just bring the arms up. So your palms are facing each other here. So I invite you now to drop your palms down towards the floor, and now you can just put a little gentle push of the fingers out there. And then open your arms out to the side. Good. Palms are up. And now we're going to take the palms down towards the mat. And then take them slightly behind you. Just turn at the wrist. Take a breath. We're going to take the palms back to the mat. Take them up to the ceiling. And bring them up towards the ceiling now. I'm going to bend my elbows because of the camera position. But you can straighten yours all the way up. Okay? So you straighten them up and your palms are facing each other again. Take a breath. Turn the palms to the front of the room. Turn them slightly out to the sides. I know that's not really available, but try. Turn them back to face each other, and then turn them to your back wall, what is behind you there. Okay, face each other, palms face each other, to the front, slightly around to the sides if you can manage that. Keep the arms nice and steady and soft. Coming back to facing each other, turn the palms to face the back wall. Good. Release the arms down. Take a moment, take a breath. Okay. Hands up in front of your chest. We're going to squeeze the fingers down. Not squeezing really, but just bend the fingers in and the thumb on top of your fingers like this. Okay? You're going to open them like so. Flash them open and then come back to squeezing them in. Alright, let's go. We're going to do 10 of these. Let's go. Flash, close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And release. Shake it out. Okay, we go for the fingers. So you're going to take your back of your fingers to face your chest and hold all 4 fingers in the other hand. And then try to get the wrist out in front of you. So you're pressing that wrist out as you're drawing the fingers back gently. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax the shoulder. If shoulder height is too much for you, then you can drop the hand down and do the same thing here. All right, so you choose. So pulling the fingers back, push the wrist out. And then releasing that, you're going to take your thumb and pull the thumb in towards your hand like this. So if you have arthritis in the fingers, be careful, but you can do a little bit of this. It's not so bad for you here. All right? And release this side. Let's go. We're going to hold the fingers of the other hand. Draw the fingers back towards the elbow and push your wrist out. And you can drop the hand and relax your shoulders if anything, or whatever works for you. Please honor your body's limits. So pushing that wrist out. See how much more I can go here as I pull those fingers back. And then I'm going to do the thumb. So I'm taking the thumb and I'm pulling it back gently towards the hand as well. Good. And release it. Shake it out. Let's do the wrist. So you can fold your fingers over the thumb and we're going to circle those hands. So while we're circling the wrist, let us raise those arms up towards the ceiling while we're circling right up. My arms are probably going to disappear, but you go on doing what you're doing there. Good. Circle on top here. And then we're going to reverse that circle to come back down to center. So take your time, not too fast, not too slow. And we come down. Very good. Good. And shake it out. Just put your fingertips on your shoulders gently. Bring your elbows in towards the chest. Take them up to the ceiling and just roll them back and down. So being mindful once again, this is very good. We want to keep the joints open, keep them supple. So we have to move them, all right? Mindfully, mark you. And back. Free. And keep circling. All right. And release it. Perfect, everybody. Good. Okay, I'm going to turn towards the top of my mat. You're probably at your mat already, your top, or just below the top. Let me come back a little bit. Okay, take a breath. We're not going to trouble the arms. The arms are just going to rest beside us. Now, as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees and fold forward. So just feel as though you're a little ragdoll, just melting down, 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 with the knees nicely bent. Let the head just relax and hang. If this is not working for you today, then you can always just stay like this and just bend the knees anyway. You can always lift your head up and look forward. Just be careful of the neck. For those who can, you can bend all the way down. Let the hands dangle in front of you there. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to ragdoll all the way back to standing. All right? So we're going to do 2 more like this. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Let that body feel like a little ragdoll, just melting down, 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 down. Breathe in, breathe out. You can do a modification of this if you'd like to. Inhale, exhale. Just swinging those shoulders around gently. And then pressing down into the feet, you ragdolling your way back up to center. And last one, take a big breath in. Exhale, just melt down. Breathe and let the head relax if you have the head down. If you're halfway, it's fine also. You can just dangle those arms and be here. Inhale, the breath is important. And today, just be with your body. Notice how it feels when we're not using props or anything like that, okay? And we just round all the way back up to center. Okay, and release. So we're going to put the right hand at our right side. And your left hand is going to come up. You can keep the elbow bent if you'd like for a little side stretch here. Nice lateral stretch. Take a big breath in as you exhale, slide over to your right. Press down into the left foot a little bit more. If the hand up here bothers you, please put it at your hip. And then you can slide down as much as you can. Pressing down into the left foot if you bend to the right. Let your head relax. Breathe in, breathe out. And slowly come back up to center and change. So your left hand slides down. Your right hand can be here. It can be up here. It can be at your hip. And then slide over to the left. So this is why yoga is so fantastic, because we do what works for our body, right? It's not about any competition or about trying to get everything right. It's about what your body wants you to do today. Pressing into the right foot a little bit as you bend to the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And slide up back to center. Good. Okay. Going to go a little bit more now. So pressing into those feet. Bend your knees as you push out, bend your hips. As you push the buttocks back, your knees are going to bend. And you can come down as far as you want to. And we're going to take a prayer position to the heart. So no pressure on those hands at all. Prayer position to the heart. Look forward, keep the chest up. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, we're in chair pose. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to press down into the feet and stand up. Good. One more breath here, and we're going to sit again. Breathing in, breathing out. This time, I'm going to take the left hand and just rest it on the side of your right thigh, and your other hand can dangle beside you, or you can take it to the back like so, and just take a slight twist. So remember to push back into the heel, open those shoulders, lift that chest, slight twist there. And slowly as you untwist, you come back up to center. Good. Hands in prayer position to the heart. Take a breath. Let's go for the other side. So as you bend into the hips, knees will bend. You push back into the heel. Lift the chest, and then we take a soft twist. So the right hand goes on the outside of the left thigh now. And you choose where you want that left hand to be. Draw the sternum away from the belly button. Pull those shoulders back and twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. And slowly coming back to center. Oh yes, very good. Take a breath. Okay, hands on the hips. Bend the knees very slightly. Slide your right leg back. Preparation for warrior 3 here. So if you feel you need to hold on to something to balance today, please go to a place where you can hold. Yes. All right, so your front knee is bent, right leg is straight back. Lift that chest. Find a spot out there, perhaps maybe down on the ground in front of you. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to lean forward. Press into the left foot, and you can choose to stay here, or you can lift that leg up. Now the hands, you can do a prayer position to the heart. You can take the hands back behind you like this to give you that little stretch in the top of the body there, or you can take them straight out in front. So we're balancing here, we're breathing, shoulders down, sternum lifted. Inhale, exhale. Hold on if you need to. Postures must be steady and comfortable, remember that. And then we're going to press back into that leg. Bend that front knee. Make sure it stays on top of the ankle. And just bring the arms out in front. Breathe in, pulling those shoulders back. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we step up to the top of the mat for the other side. So we're at the mat on where you feel comfortable. Press the feet down. Lift up. Bend both knees slightly. Slide your left one back and keep it there on the mat. Steady yourself, hips are square. Imagine your hips are like headlights. So they're in front. Find your spot. When you're ready, lift up. Come forward. You can stay on the ball of the foot. You can choose to lift it. If you have something behind you and you want to rest the foot on it, or if you have a wall beside you or a piece of furniture, go ahead. Choose your arm position here. Breathe. Find your spot. Inhale. And exhale. So feel your body. What's happening inside now? Feel the standing leg. Notice something that you never noticed before. Good. And then we're going to bend that front knee, step that back leg up, adjust that front foot, so when you bend the knee, it stays on top of the ankle. And this time we're going to take the hands behind our back, lift up that chest, slide your hands down a little bit so you're in a slight back bend, pulling those shoulders back, and come all the way down if you can. Pressing into the outer corner of this back leg here, and feel Feel that leg. Breathe. Good. Hands on the hips. Lean forward and step up. Shake it out. Okay, we're stepping wide on our mat. Turn your right toes out. Left toe slightly in for warrior two. Check that the heel of the front foot is in the arch, center arch here of your back foot. You can widen your stance a bit, bending into your right knee so it stays on top of that right ankle. Checking that. All of that going on there. And then we're going to roll the thighs open. Arms out, shoulder height. Or you can drop them down. Turn your palms up. Lift up your chest. And then you're going to turn to look at your right fingertips. Breathing in, breathing out. Pulling the shoulder blades back. Inhale. Feel this warrior two. And exhale. So you want the upper body to be nice and straight. Right down that center line of your body. So lean into your right side. Okay. We're going to drop the back hand to the back thigh. Put your fingertips on your shoulders. Take a breath as you exhale. Lift that elbow up as you slide back. Now find a comfortable place for your neck. And another thing I'm going to remind you to do is to take that left thigh back. Pull it back. All right. Now, when you're here, you can choose to stay here. You can even drop that right hand down if you prefer. Or you could lift it right up to the ceiling and take it overhead. Okay, so breathe in now. You can choose where you'd like to be with all of this that's going on. And notice your shoulders. Notice the legs, the knees, the feet pressing down into your mat. Notice the quality of your breath here. Sliding those shoulder blades down your back. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And then we slide up. Good. Straighten that front leg. You're going to jump that back foot in and face that front foot, the right foot. Take a breath, hands on the hips, and just fold all the way down. If folding down is not right for you today, you can just stay and look forward like this. All right? So again, you want to follow what the messages that the body is telling you today, and just honor them. So as we fold down in pyramid posture, draw your right hip back, left hip forward. And we take this into reverse triangle. So your left hand is going to come across to the right thigh, outside of that thigh. So you want to lift up yourself a bit. You're not going to go too far down. And then your right hand can go at the base of the spine. And then take your time now to turn. So the hip goes back. And remember in the twisting postures, we take it in increments, little stages here, and we just go to the rib cage now. And then the shoulders. So you pull the shoulders back. You can take the gaze of the eyes down on the ground. Lengthen your neck. Pull the shoulders down. And the left hand is pressing into the right foot gently to give it that leverage to turn. Connect to your feelings, your sensations, your breath. And then we slowly come back to center, bending into that right knee, turn yourself around, and just take a breath here. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Okay, other side. Right toes come in a little bit, left toes go out. And for warrior two, you find that you can really open up and sink a little deeper than you do in warrior one. You want to check that the heel is in the center line of that back leg. Scoop the foot out a little bit, bend into the knee, and pull up. Make sure your body is nice and straight. So your arms are lifted here now to whatever height. Shoulder height is fine. You can drop them down a little bit, but don't take them high. Alright, pulling the fingers away from each other here. Roll the thighs out, both of them. And then glance over your left fingertips. Deep breath in, open that chest. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale and drop that back hand down to the back leg. Put the fingertips on the shoulders first. Take mine a little deeper here. And then take a breath as you exhale. You're going to lift the elbow to the ceiling as you lean back into this. Take your time here. Open up those shoulders. Yes. And then you can choose to keep the hand here. Put it down. Take it up. Lots of options, eh? So you can pick the one that works for you today. Check in with the neck. And another thing that you can do, everybody, is you can always come out of the pose. Take a break. And go back in. Isn't that nice too? Yes. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Into your edge of comfort. And slowly slide up. So we're going to jump that back foot in and turn. Hips face forward. Get into the stance that works for you here, from pyramid into reverse triangle. Take a breath as you exhale, hinge from the hips, lean forward. Coming into pyramid first, so the right hip comes forward, left hip back. Look at your toes. And then we're going to start the revolve triangle or reverse triangle. So your right hand can slip over to the outside of the left thigh, top of the back, the side of the thigh there. And then you start to turn, so push your hip back on the waist and the rib cage. And then you can take the other hand and hold something if you want to steady yourself here a little bit more. Or just let it dangle beside you or put it at your back. And then take your time now to feel that they anchor, your feet are anchoring you into the mat, all four corners. So don't lean into one side of the foot more than the other, you'll fall. And then just soften that breath now. Drawing that sternum away from the belly button to keep your spine nice and long. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly come back to center, bend that knee. So come up. Coming back to the mat, let's take a break. We're going to just stay on the long side of your mat and just shake the legs out. Okay, we're going to step nice and wide once more, turning those toes out. Bending the knees and sitting down. Alright, so pull down. Draw your knees back. Arms can just touch here. Keeping the thighs back and lift that chest up. I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do here now. Cactus arms. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll on the ball of the back foot like this. Stretch those arms out and come back. So we're going to do 3 on each side. So everybody set up yourself. Arms are here. Try not to stick out. Don't lean in back like this. Come forward a little bit. Breathe. Let's go to the right. So swivel on the ball of the left foot. Arms come straight out in front. You're bending into that front knee. And come back to center. Oops. It's hard to talk and demonstrate at the same time. And again, 2. See what I'm doing here? And back to center. And 3. Woo. And back to center. And then let's take a break. Lift up, shake it out, and then we go for the other side. All right. There we go again. Let's make this one fun. So when you know what you're doing now, so let the side be nice and easy and make it be fun. Don't get too caught up in the, how do I look? Am I doing it right? That sort of thing. So I want to draw those knees back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms here. Swivel on the ball on the right foot and take the arms out in front. And then come back to cactus. Again. Take it nice and slow and easy. Cactus, not too fast. Last one. And back. Good. Take a breath as you exhale. You're going to just bend forward and relax all the way down. Arms, no pressure in those hands whatsoever. Good. Turn to the top of your mat. Step up and round down your way to standing. Good. One more pose and then we're going to go and have some fun on the mat. Yeah, we have plenty of time. All right. Today, balancing pose will be the simple tree. Let's just do our simple tree today. So, first thing we want to do is plant our roots down into the earth. Don't start yet. I'm not calling any names. Okay. Press the feet down, lift the crown up. So the crown is like a tree lifting up for the sun. Your feet are like the roots pulling it down into the earth. Find a spot out there in front of you. When you're ready, lean a little bit into the left side and pick that right foot up. Now you can take it to wherever you want it today, it doesn't really matter. Maybe you want to experiment with something a little different today in your tree pose. Okay, the arm position, you can do prayer. You can do like branches of a tree. Can be on the hips. Does not matter. Okay, just focus, building strength here. These balancing postures are excellent for concentration and building strength in the body. So breathe in, breathe out. Draw that left hip into the center line of your body. Don't stick it out and lift up for the sun. Trees grow right up to that sun. And the standing leg, notice it on your mat. Breathe. And release. That was everything. All right. So I'm going to let Jeffrey come up here to the class. Seriously, guys. I've got to. All right. So we're going to do the other side. So you're going to press into the right foot more now. Find back another spot. When you're ready, lift the left leg up. Maybe you want to try something a little different on this side. Pull that right hip in a bit. Lift all the way up. Take your breath. If you're not balancing, hold on to something so that you can get the feel of it. You can get that concentration without keep falling out. Falling out is fine though, you know. When you fall out, just say so what and get back up. That's life. So you want to feel that standing leg. Breathe. And release. Okay, shake it out. Here's what you're going to do now. Come towards the top of your mat. Take a breath. You're going to fold forward, bend your knees, and sit. Oh, down. Everybody got that? Okay. So come into your comfortable seated position. Moving the flesh away from the sitting bones and plug them in. Lift the sternum up away from the belly button. Close your eyes for a moment and just take some nice, smooth, deep breaths in and out. Feeling the effects of the practice so far. Not too much pressure on the body today, but we're focusing on the internal side. What does it feel like to do all these things that we have done? No props, no holding on maybe to anything. Maybe some of you had to hold on, but I'm sure some of you didn't. It's just all free, feeling and noticing the joints, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles, circulation, the breath. Okay, open your eyes. Let's continue. Right hand just rest lightly on your mat. Inhale your left hand up and take a little side stretch here. So pick up that left side, pull it all the way up. And then just bend over. Flop that right ear to the right shoulder. Take a big breath here. And then push off and let's go to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. And come back to center. We're going to walk the hands out. Just slide them on your mat. No pressure. You can turn the palms up or down. Drop the shoulders, softening those shoulders. Drop the chin all the way down. Look at your feet. Breathe. No pressure there. And then walk up back to center. Okay, we're going to do our up boat. So let's prepare for up boat now. So bending your knees, you're going to roll back on those sits bones. Take a breath here as you exhale, scoop your tummy muscles in and up. Scoop them under that rib cage and lean back into this. You want a slight C curve in the back of your body for the time being. Okay, so let's get into this position first. Breathe in, breathe out. Now lift up one leg and then the other. Good. Go back a little bit. Oops. Okay, so from here, lift your sternum up a little bit now. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. So we've lost a bit of that C curve now. Breathe in, breathe out. Your arms can be away from your body or you can go lightly behind the thighs. Inhale, exhale. Okay, cross your right ankle on top of the left. Good. Stretch those legs out a little bit. Slide your right leg up, and we're going to take this into a seated twist. So from here, come forward, dropping that left leg down, right knee is up. Take it into the chest, sit up nice and tall. Left hand hugs that right thigh in. No pressure anywhere here. And then the right hand, you can just rest it lightly. You can make it a little tense, maybe if you want to put the tips of the fingers on the mat beside you. Lift up your chest and let us twist. Buttocks, waist, rib cage, and the shoulder, and then relax the neck. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift that sternum up. Close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to slowly come back to center. And let's come back into upward. Preparing for the other side. Let's go. Breathe, inhale, lift the chest. Draw the shoulders down, squeeze that tummy in. Deep breath in and out. Good. Now we're going to cross the left ankle on top of the right. Stretch your legs out a little bit. Start to slide that left foot up. And then we're going to come down and take that into a little twist. So draw that foot in a bit. Hold it. Lift up your spine. Draw the shoulders down. Bring a smile to your face because you're probably going on with all kinds of frowns and things going on like that. So just relax. Bring that smile to the face and let us twist. Buttocks, waist, rib cage. Bring that smile into that face. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back to center, going into up out, lifting those legs up, deep breath in and out. And release. We're going to sit. Drop your knees over to the right side and take that left knee back. So you're like the letter Z or W, I don't know. All right. So from here, turn a little bit to face up that right knee, and we're going to do a cat and dog stretches like this. So there's no pressure on the wrist. So try to relax yourself. If you're lifting up this buttocks too much, you're like this, you need to maybe, this is where your little cushion or towel will come in handy, to put it under that right butt cheek. Okay, here we go now. So hands can rest. You can put your fingertips on the mat beside you, or you can just rest them palms up or here, anything. All right, here we go. Cat and dog stretches. Take a breath now. As you exhale, roll the tailbone underneath you. Push the spine back to what's behind you there. Squeeze that tummy all the way in. And then you round the shoulders and the chin drops to the chest a little bit. Don't jam it down there. Just softly drop the chin to chest and push back as much as you can. So you're rolling back onto the buttocks there. And then we come up to center now. Lift up that tailbone. Run the movement up the spine, lift that chest, shoulders back, and you're just looking up there in front of you. Don't look up at the ceiling, all right? Again, exhale, roll the tailbone underneath you. See, no hands. Inhale, reverse it. Let's just keep going back and forth. Exhale, roll that tailbone underneath you. Squeeze that tummy in, round those shoulders. Inhale, lift up that sternum. Stretch forward. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Now to come out, take your hands up, and we can, no hands around to the other side. See? So, don't fall down, everybody. All right. So get up, get yourself ready now. Get comfortable here, because I know maybe hips or your lower back might be a little sensitive. So you want to make sure that you just organize up yourself, right? You know. You all been doing yoga for a good while now, so you get the drill, right? All right, so we're here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, roll the tailbone underneath you. Begin to squeeze that tummy in and push the spine back. Drop the chin down softly around those shoulders. Feeling it in that right hip maybe. And then come forward. Lift up the tailbone, run the movement up the spine, shoulders, neck and head last. Come forward with it like so. Exhale, roll that tailbone underneath you. Push back, hands free. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, roll. Inhale, forward. Shoulders, neck, and head last. And come up to center. Okay. So return to the top of the mat. So that the feet together. Just press your elbows into the sides of the knees and sit forward a bit. Stretch out spine, shoulders down. And release. Okay, we're coming down onto our back now, so be careful with that as well. So we're rolling back onto our back. If you want to put something under the head, just a little support under your head, you can. Not a high support, because we're going to go up into bridge. And I'll show you the bridge today. So you're going to roll over to the left side and pull that right shoulder blade down your back, and then rest on the right side. Roll over to the right and pull the left shoulder blade right down your back. Okay, so you're going to bend your elbows and rest on the forearms, fingers pointing up to the ceiling. Take a breath before we start. Roll the pubic bone towards the belly button and roll it away from the belly button. Exhale, roll the pubic bone to your belly button and roll it away from your belly button. Come back to neutral spine. Okay, walk your heels a little bit in towards the buttocks if you stop there already. And you can let the feet be a little wide. You don't have to bring them too close together. So you're pressing down into your upper arms. Take a breath as you exhale. Now we're going to lift up, just a soft lift, all right? Halfway up. So let's lift up, lift the hips up, lift the sternum. And roll back down bone by bone, touch the buttocks last, all right? And let's go again. Up we go, pressing into the upper arms. You don't even have to actually press into the upper arms. Look at this. No arms. And let's roll up. And roll down. No pressure on the shoulders either. We don't have to do anything with those shoulders. We're just rolling up. And we're rolling down. Let's do two more like this. Roll up. Roll down. And then this time when we roll up, make sure the shoulder blades go down your back and you're soft on the shoulders there. You're pressing into the upper arms, not into the shoulders. And this time you're going to lift up that right leg to the ceiling. Good. Press into the left foot. If you don't want to do this, just come down on the bridge and wait on us. Flex that right foot. Keep the leg really straight now as you slowly bring it down to the mat. And your heel is going to touch the front edge of your mat. Keep the leg nice and long. Keep lifting. And then you slide it in gracefully to the other leg. Okay, and then we lift the other one up. Take it to the ceiling. Press into the arms and the elbows, not the shoulders. Breathe here. Flex that foot. Keep it nice and firm and long as you take it down to the edge of the front edge of your mat where the heel will touch the mat. Keep it there, don't slide it yet. Keep it long and nice. And then slide it in. And lower down. Very good, everybody. Take a breath, lengthen those legs, treat yourself to a little stretch. And then with the arms stretched overhead, you're going to roll over onto your right side. So you want to line up yourself on your right side. And see if you can push back to the back edge of your mat and bring the feet to the front corner of your mat. Come on, hon. Okay, so all right, and you want to rest your head down on your hand. Some of you might like to take a little something and put it between the arm and your temple, and then draw that top hip forward. Tighten up the legs now. Engage even the one that's on the mat that you think you're not working, tighten it up, nice and tight. Okay, pull up the muscles there, and the other leg is on top. Good. Take a breath here, lengthen up that body now. As you exhale, you're going to scoop those tummy muscles in, underneath that rib cage, and hold that muscle action. Your top hand can just go lightly in front of you. You can even go make a little tent with it and press the fingertips into the mat if you prefer. It's up to you. Okay, from here you're going to slide that top leg up into the groin area and then lift it up. Keep scooping that thumb in, flex that foot. Remember, this one on the mat is also working. And lower it down nice and slow and graceful. Again, up we go into that thigh, lift it up, flex that foot, and lower it down. One more like this, slide it up, lift it, flex that foot. What's happening with the bottom one here? We're really paying attention to the body today, and release it down. Good. Bend both knees in. Let's do a little clamp today. So the hinges of the clamp are by the ankles there. And all we're going to do is lift the leg up a little bit, not too high, and lower it down. Okay? And lift. And and lower. Keep squeezing the tummy in and lift and lower. One more, lift and lower. Good. Stretch that leg out. Keep the bottom one bent and flex that foot. So push the heel to what is in front of you. Leg comes straight out of the hip socket. Take a breath. You're going to take it sideways like this. Good. Lift it up. And then we're going to take it to the floor, but don't touch the floor, and lift it back up. Okay, got that, everybody? And down and up. Down and up. One more. Down and up. Okay, take it back and bend into that knee. And we're going to switch sides. So to switch sides, you are going to just roll onto your back. Your body roll onto your back. Take a breath here. And then roll over onto the other side. So we're not troubling too much of the body here. No pressure anywhere. Just roll onto the other side. Go back to the back of your mat. Take your feet to the front corner of the mat. Organize up where you want that little support for the between your temple and your hand, the upper arm there. So you want to roll that top hip forward. Again, paying attention to the leg that's on the mat, not just the one that we're working. Take a big breath here. As you exhale, you're going to scoop those tummy muscles in and up. Drop the shoulders down. Keep strong here. Breathe in, breathe out. Scoop, 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 everybody, and let's go. Slide the leg up into the groin. And then we pick it up to the ceiling, stretch it, flex that foot, and let it travel down slowly to meet the other one to start again. Let's go. Up. And stretch. And down we go. And up. And stretch, and down we go. Good. Okay, we're going to bend the knees, or clamp. So let your ankles be the hinge, and we're going to scoop those tummy muscles in again. Take a breath here, and lift the knee up a little bit off the other one. Feel it in the hip flexor here, and lower it down. And up. And down, and up, and down. Now straighten it out there, hip height. Flex the foot. Slide it forward, right up again, hip height, and coming out to that hip socket. So you need it to be right up here to your chest kind of thing. Flex that foot. Good. We're going to lower it down, but don't touch your mat, and lift it up. And lower it down. Lift it up, lower it down, lift it up, bend the knee, and close it. Good. Everybody roll back onto your back. Take a breath. Draw your thighs towards the chest. Give them a little hug. Breathe in, breathe out. And then lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Okay, take your right leg up. You can keep your knee bent. The sole of the left foot is on the mat for support. And we're going to flex that right foot. So bring the toes up towards the knees and push that heel out. And then point your toes. So make sure you're in tabletop position here today, right? And flex, and point, and flex, and point. And then circle to get into that ankle joint. Just the ankle alone moving, not the whole body. And reverse it. Good. Coming back to center, spread your toes nice and wide and scrunch them up and spread them and scrunch them. One more and spread and scrunch. Cross that right ankle over on top of the left thigh. Bring the thighs up to the chest. Take a breath. Your arms are beside you. If anybody would like to hold your thighs and draw them into your chest some more, you can do that. If you don't want to do that with the hands today, you can just leave them by your side and pull both thighs up into the chest. Flex both feet and take a breath here. And release this side. Bring both feet back to the mat. Take a moment, take a breath. Okay, so we come into tabletop position on the left side now. Knee on top of the hip there and ankle in line. All right, and the right knee is bent. Let's go now. We're going to flex that foot, pushing the heel out. Nothing else moves. And point those toes. And flex. Push your heel out. Draw those toes down. And point. And flex. And point. And then begin to circle your ankle now. So paying attention to every movement that you're making here today. Let the mind wander away. And reverse that circle. It's very easy to get distracted these days, isn't it? Good. And then we're going to spread your toes and scrunch them up. Spread them and scrunch them. One more. And spread and scrunch. Cross over now. The ankle on top of the right thigh this time. Bring your thighs up to the chest. Flex both feet. And then you can choose if you want to use one hand, two hands, or no hands to draw those thighs into the chest. Now I'm pulling my left leg into my chest by using my right thigh. So this is what I wanted you to experiment with today without, using too much today. We want to just see what is capable, what do we have in our bodies to do? What can we do? So by pulling that right thigh, taking the right thigh and pulling the left one in like this, I can really feel something there, and I'm really strengthening up the thighs as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And then we're going to release it right there. Bring both legs up towards the ceiling. Get them a stretch here. And then you're going to bend those knees and drop them, both thighs and knees to your right. And you're twisting your upper back slightly to the left, maybe. And just relax, close your eyes and breathe. Feel that nice twist. The nose comes up, top leg follows. Shift the buttocks a little bit over to your right as you drop the thighs to the left. And then you twist your upper back to the right now. Relaxing the shoulders, relax your face. So that right arm, if anything, can come down. You can slide it and put the hand beside your body rather than out to the side. If you have any little shoulder issues today, just be mindful of the sensations that come with everything that we do here. And turning the nose up, top leg comes up, bottom leg follows, and then we want to shift back onto our back and straight on your mat. And then just hug your thighs in a little bit to the chest. And then take a nice stretch. You want to stretch your legs out. And then you can take your arms overhead and just treat yourself to a nice gentle stretch here. And then release the arms back to your sides. So take a moment to adjust your body on your mat. Maybe you want to fix your clothes a little bit so that nothing irritates you when you're in relaxation. Pulling the shoulders down away from your ears. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Take a nice big deep breath in, everybody. Breathe in. Belly lifts. Chest expands. And then exhale all the way out. Slide your chin just a little tiny bit down towards that sternum. Close your eyes. Relax your face. Just check in with your face now. Are you relaxed in the eyes and the cheeks and the mouth area? Relax in the neck and the shoulders and your arms and all the way down to your fingers. Relax the upper back, middle back, lower back. Buttocks and hips. And then slide your heels out away from each other. And relax your thighs, your knees, calves, ankles, soles of the feet, insteps and all your toes. Just relax now. Give yourself that permission to just melt down on your mat and let go of all the stuff we don't need or want. Slowly begin to awaken the body. You may begin by deepening your breath. Make some small movements that feel natural to you at this time. And when you are ready, roll onto your side. Hug yourself in the fetal position. Pressing into your top hand, extend that top leg. Or you can press down onto the forearm and gently lift yourself up from the side with the leg extended. And make your way around into your comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. So as we sit up, we must want to acknowledge the teachings, the yogic teachings and the Pilates teachings. And give yourself thanks. Thank yourself for doing this for you. You may take your hands in prayer position to the heart or just leave those hands in your lap. May we all be peaceful and at ease. May we all be well. May we all be filled with love and kindness. And may we all be happy. Adi Om, Shanti, Shanti, peace.